read all of those things.
Thank you, Whitney, for your lovely introduction. The Gala Committee, many thanks for creating this wonderful celebration. Your hard work shows to the very last detail. And thank you to the dedicated, creative, funny, resourceful members of the Millay Arts Board and staff for the honor tonight. From the bottom of our gobsmacked hearts. When we talk about heart, dedication, hard work, we're talking about artists. Hope, too. All of us here tonight know what we mean. Works produced by artists at Millay and artists everywhere bring hope. The kind that pushes creative people not to give up, to write the play, compose the music, paint, author books, compose poetry. Because we, the audience, look to your work for assurance that the world of ideas and the world itself is not shrinking, that its citizens, all of us, strive not to give in to negativity, that your work finds us who want and need it in our lives. Thank you to everyone who have filled our studios for 50 years and in the many decades to come.
Woo! Hard to add anything to that. It's so beautiful. To your question, Bjorn, would Norma have envisioned tonight? And I could say no. I had the pleasure of meeting her a couple of times. I date back to when the first executive director of Millay, Anne Ellen Lesser, came together. I was introduced to her by a mutual friend, and she said to me, I think you should be involved. And I'm not an artist. I love art. I support art in many forms, but I can't produce it. And she said, well, that's the point. The point is that how do we help other people produce art? And that very thought was the seed of my emotion and my passion for Millay, because the idea we could all give money to a lot of places, but it doesn't necessarily do we see the end result of it. And the idea that artists need something like a month without maybe the children or the spouse or the work or whatever it is. And many of us who try to be creative, we're creative in the garden or the shower, but mostly we're creative because we have a few moments to think. And that's what most people don't often have. So that was the passion that got me involved originally, has kept me involved for a very long period of time. But congratulations to everyone tonight. I would urge you to think about the idea of how to support the arts, and by that I mean to support artists to make new art, because without that, we have nothing new in our world. Let's go see this revival. I don't want to see any of that. I want to see newness. How do we help people to be new and all that? So amazing board, amazing executive directors, amazing everyone that's involved in Millay, keeping it going through the pandemic, keeping it going through so many, we didn't know if we could turn the lights on half the time. And just the dedication of everyone to do that. But again, when you think about your contributions to society, think about what it would be like if there was no art or no new art. And this is a place where all that happens. So again, my heart goes out to all of you, and to my colleague and my best friend, who met cute at Millay.
She started with Millay Arts in 2005. She is the engine that drives the machine. If you want to bet you've lived a more adventurous life, you are better off making that bet with anyone else. She is an incredible leader and collaborator and a joy to work with. You might also recognize her as the head of Film Columbia Film Festival, Millay Arts co-director, manager of residency programs, and resident sword fighter, Calliope Nicholas. We've arranged for a cake cutting at Virginia's behest. Nobody says no to Virginia. So this is either going to be the best idea in the world or it's going to be some great television.
I teased her into this, but this is truly choose your weapon or weapon. Choose your weapon. Choose your weapon. All right, so.
We have a katana, we have a long sword, and we have a lovely dagger. Betsy chose the broadsword. And they're going to do it together. Yes, I can. Drum roll, please. All right, they're not off stage yet, but we did it without incident. Virginia Sheridan and Betsy Rosenfield Samet, they set the standard for the character and charisma of the board of directors. Thank you. So, did you have a good time tonight? I bet we can do better than that. Let's go back to one. Now, as if you've heard the music of Flor Sol and you've had incredible food and you've enjoyed meeting new people from the valley, have you had a good time tonight? Wonderful. So I hope you have, and it sounds like you did. I am delighted to be able to share with you that up until tonight, through ticket sales and sponsorship so far, we have reached 2/3 of our fundraising goal up to this event. So before we bring the evening to a close, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask at least if you would join us in reaching 100% of that fundraising goal. And then I remembered a challenge I put to my mom, who is here tonight, several years ago when she was raising funds through a triathlon as a late sexagenarian, that she should triple her fundraising goal when she asked me what I thought of it. And without being at all certain that even the initial goal was possible, she did triple it. And what happened, Ma?
I raised more than that, and I was the highest money raiser with that triathlon.
That's right. She exceeded her goal. She was the highest raiser with that triathlon. So I wouldn't be able to live with myself and the hypocrisy of it all if I didn't issue the same challenge to myself and all of us here tonight. Rather than the balance of our initial fundraising goal for this evening, I'm asking you to help us raise 3 times the balance tonight. How on earth? I know. What does that even mean? It means everyone here tonight finding their programs. On the back of your programs, there is a QRL code and an option to text a donation as well. It means considering what you might have thought about giving tonight to support Millay, and about us expanding our programming and initiatives we have in the pipeline, including a satellite campus, partnerships, and increased presence in New York City, building on the momentum of this moment and helping Millay achieve its potential to continue serving artists in the way that only we can. For some of you, that will mean 2 figures instead of 1. For some, 3 instead of 2, 4 instead of 3. Perhaps a few tonight, 5 instead of 4. To make things as easy as possible, if you're having trouble with service, you can text your donation. And we also have helpers who are scattered throughout with squares to take credit card donations. Please raise your hand if you would like a helper to come by your table. And we'll take a few minutes to let you rise to this occasion. And in the meantime, I'm going to announce the winners of the Panel Project Silent Auction. Do we have the list of Panel Project winners? I see somebody who may be approaching with a list. No, they're approaching with food. The QRL codes are on the back of your permit.